Most of us move throughout our day surrounded by strangers. We might strike up a conversation here and there, but a few of those encounters actually stay with us.
Yeah, but it was a chance meeting between strangers at Home Depot's headquarters that led to one life being saved and one life changed. Fox 5's Beth Galvin here now with an unforgettable story.
And Sine and Tom, this is really kind of a story also of what ifs, because James Cade, the man you're about to meet, was about to get on a flight the next day. So what if he had gotten on that plane? Or what if he had gone about his day and ignored that feeling that something was wrong? But fate was kind to James Cade, thanks to a nurse who was exactly where she needed to be when he needed her.
You got me in here a lot easier this time.
I did.
James Cade and Tahisha Hanner are pretty tight these days after an encounter nearly a year ago changed them both forever. Because it was the day Cade's heart stopped.
September 30th, 2015.
Then a 48-year-old senior recruiter for Home Depot, Cade was working at his desk at the company's Atlanta headquarters when he started feeling strange.
Some tightness in my chest, some tightness in my arms, actually both arms.
So Cade went downstairs to the main lobby to walk around.
Was trying to walk it off.
And that's when Tahisha Hanner, a nurse practitioner in the Home Depot's on-site Minute Clinic, noticed Cade pacing.
He just appeared to be a little bit uneasy and a little bit anxious.
And when she came out to get me in the hall, that's the last thing I remember.
I remember him telling me he was a little bit uncomfortable, thinking that he had a little bit of indigestion.
Hanner coaxed Cade into an exam room. But even in here,
He paced a lot, so he just kind of walked around.
Cade's blood pressure was high, so Hanner asked him to lean back on her exam table to see if his chest pain would go away.
One of the things we're concerned about, especially with chest pain, is chest pain that resolves at rest.
And just like that, the pressure lifted.
Well, to me, it was a sign that we had an emergency on our hands.
And that's when things got really hairy, says Wellstar Medical Group cardiologist Dr. Salvatore Menino. Hanner didn't know it at the time, but Cade's heart had suddenly faltered and shut down.
His heart went into an irregular heart rhythm called ventricular fibrillation, and he collapsed.
It was frightening. I could not believe it, but I knew that there was no time to be frightened. It was time to work.
Cade lost consciousness. He was now in full cardiac arrest.
After that, I immediately began CPR. I got 911 on the phone, put it on speaker, and start yelling for help.
With help from a security guard, Hanner kept doing chest compressions until paramedics arrived and used an AED to shock Cade's heart back into a normal rhythm. But he wasn't out of the woods.
Mr. Cade came to the hospital in very critical condition. He was on life support. He was on mechanical ventilator.
The Wellstar critical care team dropped Cade's body temperature to protect his brain. And then Dr. Menino reopened his blocked blood vessel in his heart and placed a stent in the artery to keep it open. Now, nearly a year later,
The tremendous thing with Mr. Cade is that he basically is back to his normal self.
and Cade and Hanner are now friends.
She was at my birthday party this year when I turned 49.
All because Tahisha Hanner knew what to do when James Cade needed her the most.
I was thinking that he's in my hands, he's on my table, and he's underneath my watch. I have to work hard.
And on Saturday, James Cade will walk in the 2016 Atlanta Heart Walk. His team is one of about 30 teams that have been organized by Home Depot employees, and together they're hoping to raise about $30,000 for the American Heart Association. And many Fox 5 friends of yours will be there at the Heart Walk and to help that will be helping to celebrate all these second chances, but also I think Tom and Sine pay tribute to the many, many lives that are lost to heart disease, the many folks that are not as lucky as Mr. Cade.
Absolutely. We look forward to being out there and definitely to paying tribute to those who are fighting and unfortunately some who've lost that fight.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Thank
Beth.
you.